Good day, Stan. Again, I always want to talk about success, and today I'm going to talk about um, money. How much do you know about money? And we're still under lockdown. It's I think day 37 in South Africa, the COVID-19 lockdown. But today I want to talk to you about money. I've got some few things that I wanted us to discuss or to probably make you aware. So, in the schools, I don't think people are teaching us enough about how to make money, how to save money, and how to invest money. And they're not teaching us enough the importance of money, and it's a problem because most of our lives we spend our lives looking for this money, working for this money, and all they teach us more is conformity, that you must be like the guy next door, son, boy next door, like the girl next door. You must be a doctor, you must go to school, you must just be like everyone else, get a job and get married and have kids and live and die. I think that's what they're telling us. They're not telling us how exactly we make money and how money is. But I don't think it's their problem. It's also because no one taught them about money. So some people earn so much money and some people earn so much less, but we have the same hours in a day, the same days in a week, the same days in a month, the same days in a year. How do other people earn so much money? They earn so much money because of the value they bring to the market. So you'll never be able to make more time. And we all have the same time, but you can increase the value of your time. Let's say some people get 500, um, uh, they get paid 500 rand an hour. You can increase the value that you give in an hour and charge more. So that's how you can be able to uh, make more money by increasing value. It's important that we understand the word value, and I emphasize it because it's important. It's liberated me. So if you want to make money, you need to know about value. And if you want to work less, you want to make sure you add more value for your time. Some people can work 2 3 hours and they make so much money. Advocates who go into a court for an hour, they'll charge 50,000, they'll charge 100,000 for them to just be in court for an hour or for an hour and a half. And that's a lot of money. And there's some people that make that kind of money, like actors, they earn that kind of money. But like I said, we're not taught much about money. I remember when I started making money, no one had taught me about money, that I must keep the money. I knew how to make the money, but no one taught me to keep the money, to multiply it, and to invest it. No one. I ran around and I bought cars and I went everywhere. I was showing off. I thought I was the shit, and I realized in the end I wasn't, because I lost so much money, because no one teaches you how to keep keep money, to save money, to invest money. They don't. They teach you. They teach you how to make it. So I struggled with that, and I see people still do that. I've got friends. I tell them about money, about my experience, and they don't give a fuck, because it's they have to experience it for themselves, because people don't want to learn from other people's mistakes. They want to experience everything for themselves, for them to learn, and it's a very bad way of learning. So this happens with even soccer stars, musicians. They get so much money, it gets over their head, and they spend all their lives broke and sad, and because no one teaches them about money. So here's a few things about money. The money you make matters. The money you save matters. So yes, saving money matters, but also does your income. An expert saver who makes 20,000 rand per year, who makes 200,000 per year, will generally not save as well as someone who's okay, who makes more than $1 million a year. The income you generate through your work is important, and so is how much of that you are able to hold on to and invest. Both sides of the equation require effort and discipline. It can require effort to let go of your mental blocks to money, and discipline to put in the effort that allows you to call money into your life. It also requires effort and discipline to not then immediately turn around and spend all of your earnings on a new pair of shoes, a pair of 1,000 rand or 2,000 rand sneakers, or 5,000 rand sneakers a week. I'll go deeper into both sides of this equation at multiple points throughout this talk. So now the other one is, sorry, my camera is moving around, I'm moving around. So the next one is time is more important than money. There once was a local fast food restaurant that put out an offer online that said, if you print this coupon off and come into this location, you can get a burger for free, absolutely free, no strings attached, valid today only. The burger was roughly about 20 rand. Local residents would not confirm or deny if the burger was as delicious as this one. Within the hour, hundreds of people were lined up outside of the restaurant, and the line was so long that they pegged themselves in covering more than 4 city blocks. Now everyone loves a good deal, and I get that. But if you zoom out for half a second and think about it rationally, many of these people were waiting more than 2 hours to get their free burger. So if you do the basic math, they were valuing their time at approximately like 20 to $30 rands per hour. I bet that if you ask these same people if they would sit on your driveway and do absolutely nothing for 20 rand an hour, most of them would say no. Well, at least I hope that that would be the case. But that's exactly what they were doing. Instead of coming in the next day and spending the 20 rand or the 30 rand and getting their food in 3 minutes, they were willing to wait for 2-3 hours to get it. This true story is a microcosm of how people relate to time and money. People with unhealthy money mindsets disproportionately overvalue their money and undervalue their time. So it's important to value your time and also value the money and make sure you put it good to use. And with all the money mentors that I have worked alongside over the last decade, the exact opposite has always been a faster ticket to financial freedom. Don't be so married to holding on to your precious dollars at all costs. If you don't like a book you are reading, stop reading it. And if you can't stand the movie you're watching, leave the theater. If you find yourself feeling completely drained after hanging out with your friends and it has been a pattern for months or something, don't hang around with those friends. Bulk buy certain things that you know you will be able to use long term. Toilet paper, toothpaste, again, not for the dollar savings as much as the time saved by having to go pick it up, whatever you run out of. So it's important we don't really do that. We run around. I see it when petrol is going up, like at midnight. People run around and they queue and queue for long to get the petrol and save 2 cents. And I don't do that. I'll just go tomorrow. I'll save my time and do something with my time. In the meantime, when people are queuing for the petrol, be roughly aware of where your money goes. I didn't know about this one, because at times we don't track our money, and I did this over this COVID period. I realized I was losing so much money because we just say pay that, give that, and you're not looking or you're not tracking your money, and you don't know where your money is going. And it's important to know where your money is going. That's why we're working. That's why we're here, to just make sure the money works for us. So if you're not paying attention where the money is going, you will have a sorry, the phone fell. So we were here. I can't restart. I'm sorry. This 10-minute video, I don't know how it fell, but we back again there. We can't really remake this video because it's 10 minutes again into that. So forgive me for this quality the video is falling, but I wanted to talk to you again. We were on tracking your money to find where your money is going. So many people don't do it. We don't care where the money is going. So when you know where the money is going, you can then see your patterns, and then you start trying to monitor that. And if you're spending money on one, it should be justifiable and also in proportion with how much money you're saving. So be aware where your money is going. And then the fourth one is focus more on value creation than you do on the penny. So if you focus on the value of your time and then the money you save, so it's important that you focus on that, the value creation. I can just read what I wrote about the value creation. Most money advice focuses too much on saving. Not buying your morning coffee at Starbucks or McDonald's might save you this much a month, but it isn't going to make you rich. If your goal is saving a significant amount of money, creating massive value for the world matters more than cutting costs. So we are taught to shrink. People said you mustn't do this, you must save money, you mustn't buy DSTV, you must buy compact. We're trying to, why don't we learn how to expand and do more and get more money and not worry about the money that we try and save? If you create more value, if you want to expand, this is what I do when I get into a situation. When things go up, I don't say, what should I cut down? I'm saying, how can I make more money? How can I expand? How can I create more value so that people can enjoy? So I can keep on enjoying the life that I live. So that's important, to create more value than to try and save. You can always become more valuable to the market. That's what I was saying before. That if you are getting paid that kind of money now and you see that your expenses are getting high, you have to now create more value for you to be able to make it, or for you to be over your expenses and still be able to save. Instead, we focus on how much money am I making now, what can I cut? Don't shrink, expand. So if there is recession calls for you to shrink, but that's the time you should expand and say, how can I bring more value to my life and expand and make more money? That's important. And then the sixth one, which is almost like the last one, is reward yourself. Be reasonable about rewarding yourself. I had a friend who said, no, I've been working hard, and at that time he was getting 15,000, that's some years back, and you take the whole money, go to a club, and in 2-3 days the money is finished. And he said, no, I was just rewarding myself, and then he's struggling again. So I used to do it as well. I used to buy cars. At a point I was just focused on buying cars, and I didn't focus on the business and investing more into the business. I was just investing more money into pleasing myself, into buying something and rewarding myself. I know it was nice because I could wake up early, but it's also important to make rational decisions about your money, save your money, and create value for yourself. So the most important thing is you can become more. That's what's important. Increase value, learn more, and increase your value. Don't focus on shrinking or cutting costs. When things are going up, look at how you can make extra money to cover those the extra dollars or rands that has gone up, so that you can cover them or even do more. It's important. So everyone teaches us to just be conform, just be like everyone. Don't be like everyone. So expand, look at expansion all the time. Look at becoming more. Try and create some extra MSIs, which is multi sources of income for you to be able to achieve without cutting down what is important in your life. Thank you so much. My name is Stan. I hope this will help you to look after your money. You must learn how to invest to get the money. You must learn to invest the money. You must learn to multiply the money, and you must learn to keep the money and save it. It's very important. Like, so many people were caught off guard with this COVID-19. No one had savings for more than 2 months, and it's bad. And these things like COVID-19, these emergencies, they always come up, and we're not ready for them. People die when we don't have money. So it's important to make sure from now on that you focus on saving money, track your money, and see where your money is going, and see if you can redeploy your money from what you're doing if it's not paying. So it's important to focus on the money and make sure it counts and make sure it gives you the value. Thank you so much. Bye.